name is Jeannie and I'm a Nichiren Buddhist. I've been a Nichiren Buddhist for 9 years, and I started 9 years ago when I was introduced by my cousin. I knew nothing about Nichiren Buddhism, nothing, and she just told me, please chant this phrase, and this phrase, you can wish for anything and it can be granted. And I started with that. So no background in Buddhism, no background in Nichiren Buddhism, nothing at all, no knowledge, nothing. I just knew that Buddhism came from India, spread to China, that's it, and Japan. So what is Nichiren Buddhism? It's a teaching, and again, this is my opinion, that I believe that would transform the world for the better, because it teaches that for there to be true change in the world, you first have to start from within yourself. And it's a very profound practice, and it's not just about wishing for stuff. It's really at the core of it, it's about world peace, because there can never be true change in the external world or in society, not unless individuals themselves change from the inside out. So Nichiren Buddhists believe that the outer world that we see is just a reflection of the inner world, the inner life condition that we have. And in order to change the exterior, the external, you first have to change the interior, or the internal. And you change it by chanting the phrase Myoh Renge. Again, you don't really need to understand what it means. When I started, zero knowledge. I didn't even know how to pronounce it. I was reading off the card, for a month, because I didn't know how to pronounce it. I didn't understand the words. I just chanted because I had desires, and my cousin just said, wish for anything, chant for anything. That's what she was told. And she was just, I think, chanting for a month when she introduced me. And then she too at that time didn't know anything too, or not much about the practice. And so I just started chanting and wished for stuff, little stuff, big stuff, like chanted for 2 promotions, I chanted for money, I chanted for a job, I chanted for anything, even love. Yeah, I chanted for love. And then I had no idea that that simple act of chanting would completely transform my life. And from someone who basically knew nothing about, reality, and about nothing about the human consciousness, and now I'm understanding more and more. I'm not saying that I'm 100% enlightened right now. I'm in the process of becoming enlightened to the purpose of my life and the meaning of life. So it's a process, and I've been chanting 9 years, and the more I chant Myoh Renge, the more my life is transformed for the better. And I swear, it's for the better. So I know that in the internet there's a lot of people promoting teachings that teach hate and exclusion, and teachings that teach that people should rely on something other than themselves. In Nichiren Buddhism, we believe that you are completely 100% responsible for your own life, and that you are not a victim. You can change your reality from the inside out, and that you are more powerful than you think. But again, Nichiren Buddhists also believe that each and every one of us has a duality. We have a fundamental darkness and a fundamental enlightenment. What it means is that we all have a potential for turning evil given the right circumstances, and we also have the potential to be completely enlightened, to become better human beings, to be more compassionate wise, courageous, happier. So we have that given the right stimulus, given the right conditions. And when you chant, you realize more of your enlightenment. You become more enlightened. You become wiser. You become happier. You just completely transform your life from the inside out. Because as I mentioned a while ago, true change happens from within. When we look at the world outside of ourselves, it's just a reflection of our inner selves. Let's just say, I don't want to be cryptic or abstract and stuff, but let's just say that you are a person that's full of anger. That's your life condition. You're always angry all the time. And when you're in that state, you blame everybody else but yourself. You blame like your boss, you blame your parents, you blame society, you blame everyone. But in Nichiren Buddhism, we believe that, the external things, they're just a reflection of your life condition, how you perceive things. And if you want to transform your environment, like if, let's say you're angry because your boss is, let's say, bossy, when you chant Myoh Renge, you turn that anger into something positive, and then you don't view your boss anymore as someone who's bossy and who's like after you and stuff. You start like seeing his human side, and that comes out, like that wisdom comes out. And again, that's just a very simple explanation, but I just wanted to give you a sample of how the inner world actually determines the outer world. So everything Nichiren Buddhists believe in cause and effect. You are the cause. I'm the cause. I can create the effect, which is the outside world. So for me to transform the outside world, it's useless to blame the outside world, because that's just an effect of the causes I myself created. And if I want to change that, I have to bear responsibility, like, oh, this, I don't like what I created, I'm going to create something better. And that's how you create true and lasting change. So Nichiren Buddhists believe that this age right now, we call it the evil age or the latter day of the law. It's like the world right now, we're in a period right now of humanity where there's so many delusions. Everybody's sense of right and wrong is warped because people's minds are poisoned with prejudice, they're poisoned with anger, foolishness, greed, and all those like negative things. And as Nichiren Buddhists, we believe that for there to be true and lasting change, you first have to change your inner dimension, your mind, your consciousness, and you change that by chanting Myoh Renge Kyo. But because this is a humanistic teaching, and also we Nichiren Buddhists, we encourage people to actually chant for anything, and I mean anything. You can chant for money, for love, for anything, because we believe that that's your process. When I started chanting for like, oh, I'm gonna chant for like prizes and stuff, and just little things and stuff, and I got it. But at the end of the day, or like, after chanting 9 years, I realized like, hey, it wasn't really that wasn't what the benefit that I really got. That wasn't that great. The true benefit that I got was that I became a wiser human being, I became a better human being, and I became like more understanding of how things work. So if you're curious about Nichiren Buddhism, you can go to website www.sgi.org. I'm just a member. I'm not like I'm just educating people that there is a teaching, and if this video resonates with you, go to www.sgi.org and try to see if you can attend any meetings close to your area. And again, you know, that's only if you want like lasting and true change. And again, true change, we believe, Nichiren Buddhists believe true change only happens from within. When you change your inner world, your inner dimension, you change your world, you change your reality, and that's what we believe in. And to learn more, just go to the website.